Oh, here we go. Now they can hear us. Hello, everybody. Hopefully the stream is working. The audio is good and everyone can see everything so far. I have my special friend who is a guest tonight, Johnathan Buckhouse. We were going to bring him a little bit later, but I think a lot of you already know who he is, so we're going to just have him here from the beginning until he has to go. And tonight I think we're going to talk a little bit, well, probably a lot about action cameras because Johnathan uses those a lot too. We might skip a little bit about the Mini 2 and the Mini 1 because he does have a Mini 1. And as you can see, my Mini 2 has been shipped back from DJI, and I'm working on a video talking all about it falling out of the sky and why it did that and what they said about their logs. But we're gonna hold off. So if you're interested in that, make sure you follow on the channel for that update, which will come later on. Johnathan, how the hell are you, man?
What up? I'm great. I'm busy, super duper busy, but I can always make time for you, my dude.
Well, let's see who's in the chat real quick. I think we've got some mutuals. I see Jack Wagner. I know he jumps on your stream. Sunrise Water Media. Yes. What's that?
So Jack Wagner's the boy. Same thing with Jordan Brew.
Nice. Hello, Jordan, Joe, Chad, everybody. What is up tonight? You guys know in the chat, if you want us to try to see one of your questions, make sure you hit an @ symbol and tag one of our names so that highlights our names. Or if you really want to see it, you throw up a super chat and we won't miss it. But something that highlights it so it's easy to see, because as these get a little busier and we start giving stuff away, a lot of the times it's hard to keep up with that kind of stuff. I want to wait until some people get here before we give away any stickers. I got a bunch of stickers I try to give away on every show with a little game. I don't know if you've seen how I do that, but when I do, Johnathan, I basically have them choose a number in the chat between 1 and whatever, and whoever gets it first, I send them free stickers. So it becomes sort of like a Vegas thing. Hello, Jordan Brew. Nice to see you. John, you do look like you're all tired and comfy there, like you're about to fall asleep.
Oh, yeah, you know it. I'm making more of my stickers, my Evolution logo, in my office, so I can't sit in there because the sticker cutting machine sounds like a crazy robot from the future. It's like cutting all the stuff. So I stole Roman's room from him, which is actually the perfect hiding spot because he's more interested in our stuff than his stuff. So if I hide in his room, then he should leave us alone this live stream.
Check this out, Johnathan. See what I can do in this, and you got to learn this software. I'm telling you, because see how Jordan Brew just left a super chat, and poof, I put it up on the screen so everyone can see how cool he was and how he's showing some support. Very cool. Appreciate the $1.99 super chat. So stoked to see anybody on here. Everybody supporting each other, talking to each other. The community is what it's all about to me, and I think Johnathan would verify and vouch for that. That the community that we all build on all these channels is just so important.
It's the only thing that matters is your community. Doesn't matter your subscriber count. Doesn't matter how many views you get. If you have a sick community, you could quit your job at 7,000 subscribers and make a living doing it. And that's what I did.
Well, Jonathan, your community is a lot better than mine because I could not quit at 7,000 subscribers. But I like my day job. So I don't want to quit.
Yeah, dude. Best tattoo I've ever gotten was from you.
Yeah, we need to get you another one. You about ready?
Yeah, I want like a teardrop by my eye or like a fake nose ring, something cool.
Okay, so you haven't you're not
tats are what you're in, right? Get that cross.
No, because
put the cross.
You're not even supposed to be tattooing people's faces because of coronavirus right now.
Oh,
or at least that's a good excuse to not do it.
Well, I'll wait for the Rona to be over before I get my face tattooed.
As Roman grows and gets a favorite something or another, like Zane, his favorite thing is Mario, so I got a Mario tattoo on me.
Oh, dude, that means I'm gonna get like a big old baby shark tattoo on my back or something.
There you go. That would be great. Hey, Dan, what's up in the chat? Jack, he calls it the Buckhouse cinematic universe. That's awesome. You know what I do like is we see people from my drone universe and camera universe jumping over into your snowboard streams and vice versa. And I think that's just dope. I really do like that.
Yeah, I think it's one of the coolest parts. Well, it's not only that you make content on my channel, but like people know you're my friend, you know, and you're just a part of like the homies, and everyone wants. My goal with my videos is to make people feel like they're a part of the whole crew and the homies and everything.
Yeah. Well, you know, it still blows my mind that you put out a video every single day.
It's a lot of work.
Trust me, I know. It's impressive.
If you're from my channel right now, there's a reason why the Heli videos haven't posted yet. Because I filmed everything in 360, and it's double editing at that point. You know how that works, and so those edits are just taking a little longer. And then, but I went out to Keystone today, made a couple extra bonus videos. But the way I look at it is there's so much content that can be made with snowboarding, and I want to have the most snowboard videos on the internet, so you cannot not find my channel if you watch snowboarding.
So Bones is asking you, he's in the chat, he watches your channel. He's actually the guy, if you recall, whenever I went on the ATVs and went all across Montezuma and had Hawk chase my drone. He's the one who brought the ATVs up here and let me ride with him. It was an awesome day. I've never done it, but I'd love to do it again. It's so cool. But he's said that he watches your videos and asks how the head hitting is going on. A lot of head hitting lately on your channel.
Yeah, so I got smoked at the beginning of the season with a huge gnarly concussion, and then our boy Benton decided to take a nap on the run the other day by hitting his head so hard he knocked himself out for 25 seconds. So the head hitting is going real good depending on how you look at it. But no, it's been an interesting season for injuries. I would say one of the more injury-filled seasons, and I think a lot of that comes down to bad snow. So the snow is a lot more firm, kind of more on the icier side. So the impacts hurt more. The body's taking more of a slam. It's not all super soft, powdery snow. So
yeah, I definitely agree with this. Snow this season has really sort of blown pretty bad.
Not snow.
Though you did see that I sent you that link. Beaver Creek is reporting they're going to get dumped on in the next couple days.
I know.
Yeah. Are you going to go? That's Thursday. It's Wednesday night that they're supposed to get tons.
Okay, Wednesday night into Thursday. So we'd have to ride Thursday. I literally am messaging this guy right now who's selling a custom, what's it called? A custom Never Summer Mountain Dew snowboard. He's selling it for super cheap. It's used. Yeah. It's a POW board. It's a little big for me, but I want a Mountain Dew snowboard so bad, because Mountain Dew and snowboarding was such a big thing for me growing up. The guys that taught me how to snowboard, we would go get Mountain Dews and listen to this artist named John Rubin while we drove up from Colorado Springs to Summit to go snowboarding, drinking Mountain Dew and listening to this artist. So like snowboarding and Mountain Dew, like I've always had this nice relationship. I can't drink it anymore because it makes me fat, but it's not very good for me. But I'm like, dude, if I could get a Mountain Dew snowboard, that'd be so sick.
Yeah, that would be. And Mountain Dew also goes with Halo. If you recall, when Halo 2 came out, I think there was a big Mountain Dew setup, if I recall correctly.
We still have some cans. Me and my brother still have cans.
Nice. I was obsessed with Halo 2 when it came out. Obsessed, man.
Oh, it was an amazing video or game.
Well, so those who don't already know Johnathan from my channel, he runs his own YouTube channel. How many? You're about to hit 60,000 subscribers, I think.
Yeah, I should hit it tonight, 60,000.
That's amazing, dude. It's just like a year ago, you were what, at 20-something?
I started the year ago at 14,000.
That's so impressive.
Kind of, yeah. I started season 4 with 14,000 subscribers. I ended season 4. I always go by seasons, like the snowboard season, because nothing really happens in the summer. I ended season 4 with 35,000 subscribers, so I little over doubled. And then all summer long, I lost subscribers. I didn't gain a single person until the first ski resort opened. I ended up hitting 35,000 subscribers twice because I lost that many subscribers. I lost 35,000. And then
do you remember? Go ahead.
I was say since the start of the season, now I'm about to hit 60, and I mean we're at like a 300 subscriber a day pace right now. So
That's amazing. That's amazing. So do you remember prior to you going full time, and by full time I mean he went daily content. He was working with Frito-Lay or something like that when I first met him. And he was trying to pump out as many videos as he could. It wasn't always daily. He tried, but it wasn't always daily. And him and I were 1,000 or so subscribers apart from each other at the time, maybe 2,000, but it wasn't that far. And then when he went full time, I remember you quit. Boom, everyday videos, and it changed everything. It was so impressive to watch this growth.
That plus it was the start because we met up in the summer, and then there's always a big growth in the beginning of the winter, especially with my content being snowboard oriented. But yeah, it was nice to be able to stop working a job and focus on making videos. But when I did that, I also didn't make any money.
Yeah.
So there was that stress. So it's like, oh, there's no stress in trying to get a video out, but there is a lot of stress in the fact that I'm not making any money, my family's going to starve. So I quit my job.
It's paying off. You had some money saved, and it's paying off now.
Yeah, I had some money saved up. So don't quit your job with no money saved up. But I didn't have a lot. I had 3 months of bills covered.
Out of curiosity, those in the chat, does anybody in the chat actually want to make videos for their channel and hopefully make a career out of making videos for your YouTube channel? Let me know if you do. I'd like to know how many people in the chat that would like it to be more than a hobby. And in the meantime, let me answer a couple questions in the chat. I saw Keith Jones ask if I went to Silverton with the crew, and no, sadly, this particular trip I was not able to go. Hopefully, we'll be able to do something like that in the future. I'd love to go with these guys to do that. I think they probably did a hiking one that might have been maybe more than I want to do, but what I've heard, but I don't want to give away any spoilers for that.
Yeah, I messed up though. The most intense part of the whole hike video, I filmed it in time lapse.
Oh, so, no.
I really wish with the Max that you could turn off like the ability to go from time lapse. They make it too easy to swap in between. It needs to be harder.
You can actually do that. They've answered your prayers.
Oh, well, say I need you.
There's a new download that you can actually do. I haven't done it, but I've researched about it, and you can make it so that there's like a code where you can only pretty much use one mode or something like that.
Dude, help.
I'll try to look into it for you.
Yeah,
so let me see. Who else we got? Brad is in there. He was actually up here at Spin Down. You met him probably at Spin Down.
Yeah.
He was in the crew there. When you gave your speech. Keaton is asking, Jonathan, what is the name of the heli tour you went on? He's looking to book a trip.
It was through Silverton, and it's actually one of the cheaper heli trips you can do. We did a 6 drop, and you can do less drops than 6, but a 6 drop heli day is your full day, and that's when you're going to go ride the best terrain with the heli drops. And it was $1,189 for 6 heli drops. And then when the next day we did a guided hiking tour, which took us to like the scariest, gnarliest terrain of all time. And that was $189, which is actually really cheap. A day pass at Vail cost you basically $220 or something. So Silverton, Colorado, stay at the Avon. It's a really awesome old school remodeled building. The vibe and energy there was incredible. Wood burning fireplace in the community area. That's where I sat. I sat next to that fireplace and edited every single night. And overall, it's a great time. Nice.
I can't wait to do something like that. That would be so amazing.
Yeah, we'll get to
so I'm going to say hi to Art. He just joined in. Dan is in the stream. Am I going to have hats like for my tattoo studio? I would like to actually get some hats made for my tattoo studio. Your hats are actually being made through Teespring, aren't they? So I might be able to just. What's that?
I was going to say it's the only merch they do really good on is the hats.
The hat? Yeah, I've actually been switching over most of my merch from Teespring. I'm slowly switching over to Printful. Their customer service is how I think every customer service for every company should be. Like, it's incredible. Yeah. So that's a big deal.
I'm about to bring merch in-house.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with my stickers, and I'm doing that with tattoo shirt for the store. And if that does well, then I'll eventually get stuff like, this is one of the ones you can buy in the merch store now, but I don't keep these in stock here locally. It takes a lot of room to do all that.
Oh yeah, I know. It's awful. But I'm gonna stop selling just t-shirts and stuff, and I want to get into jackets next. I want to release 2 snowboard jackets next season, and I want to release 3 snowboards.
Nice, dude.
Figure that out.
We need to get started drawing on your stuff for next year early then. So we can have it done by summer, and you can have it plenty early for next year.
I'm just gonna make one snowboard all bright pink.
Yeah, that's easy. I could get that one done in a day. Yeah, I've been designing a snowboard. You saw some sneak peeks today. I think I showed you the mountain of what I was designing for a company called Gilson. And I designed yours, which is still, as far as I know, is going to be in the works here. It's just a matter of timing and working with the company to get it all locked in. But like in your show the other day, people were asking me, did I ever finish? I was like, fuck, dude, I finished in December, man.
Yeah.
So it is done. It is done. Yours took a long time, dude. Yours was so detailed. It was so detailed. It's so cool looking, though. I can't wait till everyone can see it. I wish you would show a sneak peek, but I know you're waiting so that they can see it all at once.
Patience is key.
Let's see if we get all. Oh, look at who's in the chat. Backflipping Ben. Speaking of him, before we show a clip, I want to show a clip real quick after I do one giveaway for a sticker, and then talk about the X2 and some of the cool things about the editing on the X2 versus the Max. I mean, the Max is great, and the X2 is great. Both great cameras. But before we jump into that, let me do one sticker shout out. Or not shout out, but that's what you do. You do the shout outs. I just do the sticker giveaways.
Hey, sticker shout out.
Yeah. So this is the Skull Atomic drone sticker that a lot of you guys are familiar with. If you want it, we're going to, how many people we got 36 people watching. So between 1 and 40, throw a number in the chat. Jonathan, if you can help me watch for it, the first person to get it, I will throw in the private chat here so you can see what it is. You see where you can look at the private chat between just you and me?
Oh, we have a private chat. Oh, that's
we do.
Yep. That's a crazy number. I would never have thought you would pick.
Really? Interesting. Oh, we got a ton of numbers going here. Oh, did anybody? Okay, let me look. Let's look through the chat. Oh, some very close ones. Very, very close. I don't see the winner yet. I love this game, though. Everybody just jumps in and starts throwing numbers out.
Nah.
Still don't see a winner. Do you see one?
Fly Zone was so. I see it.
Fly Zone. Oh, okay. So where? Oh, wait. Okay, I do. Yep, I see it a couple times now. Okay, everyone, stop. Let's figure out who got it first. 3 of you got it, but it looks like
Fly Zone Drone.
Yep, Fly Zone Drone got it with the number 23. See, I had it written down. That way it's not like me changing the number already. So Fly Zone Drone, let me put my email in the chat, and you can email me, and I will get that sticker out to you this week.
Let's go.
So there it is in the chat. All right. And we've got like 5 stickers I'm giving away tonight. So you've got 5 chances to win a sticker. Different ones. All right, let me write that down. Fly Zone. All right. And unlike whenever I do like giveaways on bigger stuff, the stickers I can ship to pretty much anywhere. I just throw in a bunch of stamps. All right. So Insta360 X2. Some of you guys have seen me talking about this camera, the GoPro Max here. And check this out, Jonathan. This is the GoPro 9, and I've got the Max. Can you see that? The Max, look at that lens. It's huge.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So I'm going to be doing some stuff with that very soon on the channel, comparing these 3, because now these are sort of comparable in some ways, right? Because we got Hero Mode on the Max, which lets you use one lens. The cool thing with that is that you can turn it and film yourself like this, right? Which you do all the time, because in that mode, you're using MP4s, which means you can take that file right out and you can put it into your editing software like you do, and it saves you a ton of time compared to editing and reframing 360 stuff.
Yeah, I have no interest in doing that.
But it's nice to have it on occasion, because on your heli trip, you did use it.
Yeah, because I have a plan too. Like, so like with the heli trip, what I'll do is each drop that I filmed in 360, I will release in the summertime periodically, maybe like once a month, the 360 version of it. So it's an additional video. Summertime, I kind of take off. I still go out and snowboard a bunch, but to be able to have those videos so I can spend more time with the family, and it's just way less work to just upload a 360 video and stuff. So.
And now the cool thing, you had the 1X also, and I think you got a 1R, didn't you? This is the 1R.
Yeah, I've opened the box with the 1R. That's the only.
Never used it. Yeah,
I've turned it on once. Well, when
for
they said
snowboarding,
it has a lot of bugs. Just don't let anyone know about the bugs. And so then I just put it in the box, and I need to just sell it while it's hot.
I found for snowboarding, I don't like the 1R, because if I want to switch back and forth from 360 to a regular camera, you got to take your gloves off in the cold. You got to take it out of the case. You got to take it apart, take the battery off, put it all back together, put it, and just hope and usually when we do that, we're on a chairlift, right? So if we drop a piece, bye-bye, it's gone. However, let me show you something cool. I know you're not super into drones, Jonathan, but I have to show you what came in the mail today. This is the invisible drone, Jonathan. And it works with the 1R. And this
invisible drone too.
Do you? This is so cool. I'm still waiting on the batteries to show up. But this drone, I don't know if you can tell. Let me turn these lights up a little bit. Maybe you can see it better.
It's invisible. I can't see anything. What do you want?
Right. So this drone is just a little thinner than the 1R. So the 1R mounts inside of it, right? And because the lens will protrude on each side, the drone will completely vanish when you edit it and reframe it later.
So let's go out.
Yeah, well, I've got to get the. I'm waiting on the batteries, and then we'll go try this thing out. This would be so dope, like at Loveland Pass, to follow somebody with this manually and not so much worry about what the camera's pointed at.
Or Vail Pass.
Yeah. I mean, wherever. I've got my buddy Ed Ricker, who is an incredible FPV drone pilot, way better than I am, right? And I would trust to follow you guys snowboarding if you want to go make a video with him and get some insane footage like that. He's going to be here in late February. Okay. So, but this is called the X-Night 360 drone, and I'm going to be making some videos showcasing that with the 1R. And to me, the 1R is insane for that kind of stuff, as well as the 1-inch mod, which gives you a really high-end resolution video. Except the problem is, same thing, Jonathan, is we talked about this before. Even on the regular action modes, if you want the higher-end action modes, like a regular action camera, you still have to bring it into the editing app of the Insta editing stuff and then export it. You can't just get... Like, even with the X2, you'll notice when you use this, it has a hero mode, basically like the GoPro Max. And the only downside, I love what they've done with the X2 so far. I loved the form factor of the X1, the X2. You got to borrow mine while you went heli skiing, and it seemed like you enjoyed the changes they made on it.
Yeah, it was easy.
The only downside that I've seen for this is that it's a regular tripod mount, which means that if you're going to use hero mode, you're either going to film the sky or the ground, or you have to have an adapter to be able to turn it. And they don't send one that would work with that because it needs a very skinny adapter.
Yeah, I got one in the sports pack they sent me.
Is it a double adapter? So, but when you buy this, a normal person buys this, they're not getting the sports pack.
They're not going to get that.
So I personally think because that feature is built into here, they should change their packaging and put a little spot in there that sends those. And I think that would make this a direct competitor to the Max at that point. And then it would just be all about which one do you prefer as far as editing software.
Yeah.
And as far as editing software, let me share a screen real quick. I think I want to show you guys a clip I made today. let's see. It's this one here, I think.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay, yeah. So this is a clip. Is that sharing? Yeah. Beep. Let me make this bigger. Hold on a second. So this is done with the X2 and using the X2 software.
Whoa! Show me how to do that.
Let me just play it a couple times there. Right?
You guys
That's
show me how to
pretty
do
dope,
that.
isn't it?
Impress my mom.
What's that?
I said, you guys show me how I can do that so I can impress my mom.
That's pretty dope, isn't it? I showed it to Benton, and his jaw, I think, just was like, "Whoa!" I didn't realize that's what you were gonna make. So to make that, and let me show you this one. Actually, let me show you. There's multiple ways to do this. Let me show you the beginning of how that starts and it's really easy to do with their software. That's what's so crazy. Like their software makes this. Like you don't have to.
You used to be able to do that is if the camera didn't move. Did you know that?
Yeah, if you had the camera still and then you actually chopped it up and made different frames and laid them on top of each other.
Yeah, that's the only way you used to be able to do it.
Yeah, now you just basically click a button in their editing software and poof, it's done. This is where Insta360 kills it because GoPro doesn't have any of this kind of stuff in theirs. So let's share this one. So this is a different way to do the same thing.
Oh, little Bentons are left all around the mountain. It's sad.
Now, I sort of like the first way we saw it better.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The first way is way better than the other way. Looks like little pooping themselves, like little poops of themselves.
Right? I didn't see it that way, but now I'm never going to see it any other way.
Little poops.
That's great. So I'm looking for I've got one other video to share of that. Really, where the hell did it go? Let's see. Let me close. I want to share. Oh, that's the problem with. There it is. Okay. So this is basically just using the 360 footage, no gimmicks or anything put onto it, and it looks great. So even just using this, it's really cool looking. And you see at the end, right at the end. See if I can stop it. Right there. You see the stitch line?
Yeah. He becomes a ghost.
Yeah, so it just sort of goes through that stitch line, and I guess due to the fact that he's moving fast or whatever, it showed up. So I'm going to make a video, Jonathan, showcasing how to make that. All right. So if anybody's interested, that's one of the things that between the GoPro Max and the Insta360 X2 that the editing software sort of does for you. GoPro's editing software does not do anything like that. If you want to just edit it and make it sort of like reframed as a normal kind of thing, that's pretty cool. You can do that. I have people requesting that I show the video that we won second place for, and you've seen that video, I think, Jonathan.
I have seen it.
So we'll do that in just a minute, guys. Joe, I'll show that in a little bit. Let's see. We already showed those. I want to interview Jonathan a little bit more about his channel because I know he's on a time limit, so he can't stay that late with us, guys. So I don't want to keep him here all night.
Gotta make stickers. I had to bring my sister into town to help me make stickers because I don't have enough fingers in time.
Was Bobby mad you didn't bring her the cookies?
Yeah, she was kind of mad. She's like, "Where's my cookies?" And I was like, "Oh, oops."
So Jack was asking what I used to edit that, and Jack, that was all done in the Insta360 app on an iPad. Now, the winning video I made was done with an Insta360 app and then bringing a bunch of files over into Final Cut Pro. So let's get into Jonathan. I'm going to make him big on the screen for a minute.
Oh.
You don't want to be big?
No, you make me big. That's fine. Wow, what's up, guys?
Okay.
I'll get my good angle.
So since he's usually what I do, Jonathan, is I try to question people about their channels, why they started and all that kind of stuff. I try to interview somebody in every single live stream this year. I've got quite a few people I'm trying to line up, and I'm stoked to have you as one of my early guys.
Let's go.
So it blows up over time. So we're going to do like a little 10 questions, and I'll let you get out of here after we do another sticker giveaway. So you guys, there's still 4 more stickers we're giving away today, and then I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the Mavic Mini and whatever questions you have after Johnathan takes off. So make sure you stay for those. Okay, so do you remember how long ago you started your first YouTube channel? And is the channel you currently have, is that your first YouTube channel?
Yeah, I think I made the channel back in 2000 and let me just pull it up for you.
Joe says you should go to sleep, Johnathan.
I should sleep. I don't get enough sleep.
And Jack likes that half the people in my chat are mods on the channel.
2011.
Channel. 2011. Okay.
2000. Yeah, March 9, 2011 is when I made the account. I posted my first YouTube video in 2018. That's not correct. But yeah, March 2009 or 2011. That's when I made my
Nice. Okay, so did you think of it as just a hobby or somewhere to post videos, or did you take it seriously right from the beginning?
No, I made it to watch Halo montages and learn, get better at competitive video game playing, because that's what I was back then. I was a competitive video game player.
So did you upload competitive videos when you first started?
No, because I didn't know how to screen record your video games and make montages. Like all of that back in the day was so much harder than it is nowadays. Now it's exponentially easier. And let's just say if I played video games like I did in high school now with Twitch and YouTube and whatever, all that it is, I would not be a professional snowboarder. I would be probably a professional video game player.
I could picture you doing that. I could easily picture you doing that, though.
Yeah, I like gaming as well.
But you might be a lot heavier if you had done that, right?
That's what Bobby's on the other side of the screen. She just said that. She'd be like, "You be fat."
Yes, Bobby, that's great. Okay, so do you remember what the first video you ever uploaded to your channel was about?
Yeah, I do. It was a montage that I worked all season on my first year moving up to the mountains. And I was so proud of it. It's got screamo music to it, and it's heavy. It's got some.
Is it pretty horrible?
Oh no, it's great.
Because my first video, when I took it serious, not my first video on my channel. My first video on the channel was like a art video, right? Where it was a speed lapse. So that one's fine. It's actually got a shit ton of views. However, the day I woke up and said, you know what, I want to start really putting stuff into YouTube. That first video was horrible. It was one of the worst videos I've ever made, dude.
You want to see a quick glimpse of my first?
Yes, share your screen, man. And before you go, if you have any of your heli trip, we got to share a little sneak peek of that with everybody. So if you guys want to see some insane footage, probably is it from the X2?
Yeah, it's all from the X2.
This would be some video taken from the Insta360 X2, and we're done with this interview. We'll share before Johnathan goes. So make sure you don't leave. But let's share this screen of his. This is your first video?
My first ever video on YouTube. This is a quick. I shouldn't play with the sound, right? You don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah, probably not then, unless
right.
you can sound on and off during it. If you click full screen, it should fill the screen up better.
Like this?
Yep. There we go.
That font.
Is that you?
Oh yeah, this is me, dude. I had the style.
Dude, you look like a puppy.
Dude, look at these cuts. Everything fades too.
Is that Keystone? That looks like Eric.
Every transition fades to black.
Dude, you look like you're right out of the 80s.
No, dude, this was the style back in 2009.
Really? So it had come back. The 80s made a comeback in 2009.
No, dude, this isn't the 80s.
Yeah, dude, the 80s was all about neon colors. Look how long, dude. You can't even box slide that long now.
Oh, yeah, right.
What happened, dude? You were so much better then.
Oh, you sound like Benton. I'll tell you one thing, the GoPro isn't better.
No, right? Look how shaky it is.
Yeah.
Look, Keith Jones says you were so skinny.
Oh, thanks, guys. Well, you turned 24 and the body changes. But yeah, this was my first ever YouTube video I made. Actually, my first ever edit that I made.
Man, you were killing it though.
Yeah, thanks, man. How do I stop sharing the screen now? Yeah, we don't need to watch the whole thing
like that. There we go.
Oh, boom. But
He says your Rasta jacket was good, and look at that. Jack says that gap.
Dude, the helmet gap was before helmet gaps weren't cool.
Yeah, right.
No, so I made a bunch of edits like that. They were just like collections of clips from the whole season, and I would do that every single year. I'd post one to, I think, the second, third year I was uploading videos. I did like 6 edits or something. It's just like what you did. Like every person that's ever done action sports wants to film them skate, wants to film them snowboard, and then upload the videos. So.
Yeah, when I was a kid, our age gap is so big that when I was a kid, to film us skating, we had to beg our parents to borrow like the giant VHS camcorders, the huge ones.
Yeah.
And then they would never let us take them off the driveway, so we could never go actually film us at a ramp or anything.
Yeah.
So when you obviously when you first started, if that was your first video, your target audience was all about snowboarding, and obviously that hasn't changed. You've stayed very focused for that entire time.
I mean, when I upload that video, that was for myself, you know, to watch it back and to show my friends, like, yo, look at my snowboarding. It wasn't about getting other people on YouTube to watch my video. That was never the intention. I didn't care if anyone.
Okay, that's actually my next question. So when you first started, you didn't actually care about the behind the scenes, all the analytics. You were just all about just having fun, uploading for yourself.
I mean, even when I did the first year of the vlog, I didn't care about that. When I actually started making true YouTube videos on an almost daily basis, I didn't start my channel. I didn't start uploading videos with the intention to do it for a living. That wasn't my goal at all. When I started what we call season 1, path to 130 days, we committed to riding 130 days in a ski season. Me and my little brother, who talked me into even starting a snowboard vlog. All I wanted was thinking about, I was like, whatever, I'll have a bunch of really cool snowboard videos with my brother. That's how.
And that was Ben, right?
Yeah, my brother Ben, who we rode with today.
Who we saw today, and I didn't recognize because he's got this crazy stash working on him now.
Yeah, he's got a big old mustache now.
Yeah, that thing was going, man.
It looked like an octopus, but
it was impressive.
Yeah, like so many people, especially now that it's known that you can start a YouTube channel, make a living doing it, make some money, like they now start their channels with that intention, but that was not mine when I started my channel.
Well, with that said, then can you remember what inspired you to take YouTube more seriously, to actually go, holy crap, I could make a living with this? What changed? What changed from fun to business?
I ran into a motivational speaker video on YouTube by a guy named Jim Rohn, and he talked about how basically you can have anything you want in life, and it's about your mindset and your how did he say it? I can't think of the words for some reason, like your values or how your perspective on life. And I was like, holy crap, like you can be like a millionaire. Like you don't have to work at Target and like not make any money. And I kind of just went down this whole self-development journey, and I was like, wow, like I could take this YouTube channel that I have, that I've been doing for fun with my brother, and actually turn it into a business and like change the snowboard industry and really start making some money with it and turn it into like a successful thing that's and not have to work for somebody else. And that's kind of where I went with it. Was more of something with self-development kind of clicked with me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go that route.
Now, at the time you mentioned Target, you were working at Target at that time, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, so I was working at Target back in season 1, and me and my wife decided we were gonna have a kid, and so it was one of those things with the job. Like I was totally ready and prepared to get that next promotion to make enough money to then have a kid come in my life. And so I was like, yo, bosses, like it's time. Like my life is changing where I need this promotion. I'm ready for this promotion. You guys have the promotion spot open. Give it to me. And they didn't. I was like, okay, well now I'm quitting. So then I quit, and that it all worked out where it was like, all right, Target's not promoting me, which is forcing my hand to leave. And then I kind of know I want to do this YouTube thing, but I know it's not ready. So I'm going to take an interim job, which was Frito-Lay, which would have been an incredible job to just work if that just wanted to work a job. But I used Frito-Lay as a bridge to get me to working full-time YouTube. And because Frito-Lay was such a good because Frito-Lay was such a good job, there's so much work and it was so hard, it also forced me to quit my job or quit Frito-Lay a lot sooner with only 7,000 subscribers instead of being content with it, because it demanded so much of my time that I couldn't do the YouTube channel, but I knew I wanted to do the YouTube channel. So I had to quit Frito-Lay quicker in order to get the channel the way I wanted it to be.
I remember that. I remember you coming up to me and saying, hey, I think I'm going to quit and go full time after this summer. I remember us having that conversation. Because when we first met, you weren't super into the analytics yet. Like, if you recall, I was obsessed with them when we first met. And I started showing you the app and showing you how all this stuff.
You showed me everything with analytics.
Yeah. And now you can't help but look at them, right?
No, I still don't really look at them.
Whatever. You tell me all the time about stuff. Like, anyway.
I tell you stuff that I know you'll be excited about. But
look at it! You just want to see me excited for you.
I can go my whole day without checking like the views of my last couple of videos or like something. I'm like, oh man, I haven't like seen how many subscribers I've gotten. They're like, what video popping off?
You're also at a point now that you're staying steady with your growth. So it's not like a huge change daily. It's just this nice upscale, right?
Sometimes, like yesterday, it was like 600 subscribers. I was like, what?
That's insane.
Yeah, like
I peaked there for a little bit with 120 a day, and now I'm back down to maybe 40 a day, 50, 60, something like that.
So I stopped focusing on analytics. I mean, I never really focused on them, but I stopped kind of looking. And my biggest thing is like what I'm figuring out what in my niche gets views or like pops. Like I'm figuring out how to make those trending. And for in the snowboard industry and for what I do, a trending video or a video that's popping hits about 100,000 views. I could get like that's a viral video in the ski and snowboard industry.
I've got one of those with the Snowboard Burton step-ons.
Yeah, let me borrow it.
300,000 views.
Come on.
Yeah, you just want to take away my 300,000. You want to beat it.
I'm just gonna. If you don't share, I'm just gonna go and.
You're gonna get them either which way, so I don't mind sharing. Actually, I want to make a 4 seasons video with mine, but I want to do it differently. I want to title it "Pro Snowboarder Uses My Step-On Bindings" or something like that, because of all the silliness that goes around with that you've had to deal with because of people being idiots. But I thought that would be hilarious and sort of a jab at those people that are like.
That's why I did the seriously. Pro Snowboarder Tries Skiing, which that video has almost at 200,000 views or something, and it's just like, the title worked.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Jack actually made a pretty funny comment in the chat there. He said Sean is like the cool uncle that's into tech and stuff and that sort.
Yeah. So. Sean helped me out tremendously when I first quit my job because he let me borrow his GoPro 7 versus the gimbal. Like GoPro 7 versus the gimbal. I couldn't afford a 7. And you had one, so you let me play with it. And filmed the video at Wolf Creek, which was my first and most viewed video, which was at 60,000 views for a while. So thanks for feeding my family, Sean.
Dude, anytime, dude. Like that's what this community is about. There's so much on YouTube that no one who has a channel should be worried about another channel as competition, in my opinion. Like,
that's
not for everyone. Help each other out because there's a lot of people that watch you. I mean, there's millions upon millions of people that watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin says he took my advice and got a Mini 2 and he's liking it, and that is awesome. Justin, I did get my Mini 2 back if you saw it fall out of the sky. Jonathan, I don't know if you saw that, but it just straight dropped out of the sky like a rock.
I heard you were flying it in like a snowstorm or something.
I was, and there's a lot of people that think that's why I did it, but it's not. So I'm making 2 videos, one talking about it falling out of the sky, and then another one about flying it in snow. And I've got some clips that are insane of that. Like, I don't want to give it away too much, but we're getting sidetracked. Let's finish up, get you a couple more questions because I know you got to go, and then we'll share your videos. Give away.
Roman is dead.
Yeah, and you should bring him on before you leave too.
Okay, he's running around somewhere. We're hurrying up. Bobby
Okay,
keeps
it's an interesting question.
there.
That's because you're in his room, otherwise they won't care.
This will make you think, Jonathan. If you had to start a new YouTube channel tomorrow and it had nothing to do with snowboarding, couldn't be snowboarding, and you started from scratch, 0, what would you start it at?
I would start a mini golf channel where I would get 4 of my best friends, and they had to be in the same video every time. We'd go to mini golf across the United States, get drunk, talk a lot of trash to each other, and play competitive mini golf.
I would actually watch that.
Yeah,
I would totally watch that.
Trash talking and drinking and playing mini golf.
That would be amazing.
That would be my YouTube channel. And then you review the course, of course.
All right, here's a good question for you, and you got to be honest because I bet you Bobby can hear me. How much time per day do you spend on YouTube from filming, editing, everything? How many hours a day?
Making my videos because time spent on YouTube is 0. I'm too busy working.
Yeah, so YouTube is a general term for filming, editing, posting. Not watching other people's stuff, your own.
Let's say I get to the mountain by 9 and I ride till 2 every day. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So 5 hours there. Then it takes about 4 hours to edit, upload, make a thumbnail. So there's 9. And then I reply to about probably an hour a day worth of comments, messages. You're looking at like 11, 12 hours.
Per day. So you guys pay attention to that. If you're out there trying to make a channel for yourself and you want to do daily, he's daily content. So it's not like a 9 to 5, an 8-hour job. The guy puts the grind in, and that doesn't even probably encompass you making stickers and mailing those out.
No, the stickers. Me and my wife's new thing we do together is write sticker orders together.
Nice. So that is your hanging out.
That's our hanging out time has become her helping me. And my little sister just came up to help me pick the stickers because we're selling too many. That I'm running out of my colors. And then, what was I gonna say? The one thing though that makes it bearable and it sounds like torture and everything, but the 5 hours of riding every day is what keeps me sane. Because I love it. I love snowboarding. So my work is my play at the same time. So yeah, I went out and filmed for 5 hours, but those 5 hours were sick. And then what I do too is I come home and I do my absolute best to give my family that attention, period. So I get home, family time. Family gets the attention, they get the time that they need and want. And then when they go to bed is when I edit. So I don't make my family miss out on me because I'm editing and I'm like, what's my job? Because my wife would leave me. It's like, I rode, I got my time. I come home, I give them their time, and then it's time to work, which means I don't sleep.
So does she ever give you crap about not going to bed at the same time as her?
Yes, I get that. So then I rotate. When she complains about that, I wake up at 4 in the morning. And then when she complains about me getting up at 4 in the morning, I stay up till 4 in the morning. So I rotate it, whatever mood she's in.
So I'll have that where Gina wants me to go to bed at the same time as her because she won't go to bed if she'll stay up and just sort of be awake if I don't go to bed. Yeah. So sometimes I'll go in there and I'll just lay down while she falls asleep. But then that always backfires. And then I'm so dead tired.
Oh, it kills me. I hate it. I didn't try to do the same thing.
I can't think, and when you're editing, just so you guys who are just getting into this, if you're editing and someone opens the door on you or comes in, it almost is like you have to, crap, where was I? And you have to rewind the video for a little bit and get back into the flow. Or at least for me, I do.
Yeah, I think you're a little pickier, but it does kind of mess up the flow. But I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, I was going to say one thing I do that really helps out my family, and I do it more in the summers, I go live. So it gives me a day off. So at least one day a week, I don't have to edit, and I can go to bed early with her and try and make her happy.
And that's part of why I'm doing the live thing right now is because I don't have to edit this. Though I do a little bit because I do it this way where I share videos and things like that. So I do have to edit things down, figure out what videos I'm going to share, what I'm going to talk about, what things I'm going to have out on the table to talk about. So there's a little work into these live shows. There's a guy that we watch, some of the people on my channel go over to another drone channel, guys, Ken Heron, who puts on a Thursday show. And I think he has anywhere from 200 to 600 people in his chat every single Thursday. I mean, it's insane how many people. He is the guy who has it's a show, right? He has guests on every time. He has videos he shares like crazy. He does all kinds of, he used to be a radio DJ. So he does, it's impressive what he puts into it is my point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let me just one or two more questions and we'll share your video so you can get back to what you need to do.
Okay.
This is probably a good one. Do you have any other creators besides like myself, Benton, and your regulars, people that you've seen on YouTube? Maybe you don't know them, maybe you've never talked to them, that you would love to collaborate with one day.
Yeah, I think a cool, and he doesn't really make content anymore for himself, but I thought I just kind of used him as a reference when I quit my job and whatever, was Sean Duras.
Okay.
He also snowboards really good, so I think that'd be cool. Good day on the mountain.
He had told me that he wanted to. He said that if I can come out to Utah, he'd hook up and do a video with me. So like, if that ever comes through, I will call you.
Yeah, call me. That'd be sick. Tony Hawk.
You're right. He doesn't do a YouTube channel though, does he?
He kind of does. Tony Hawk makes content for sure, but Tony Hawk is just the dude.
Yep. Animal chin.
And then it'd be sick to actually make a project with Torstein Horgmo. He's like my favorite snowboarder.
All right, let me get you. I think this might be a good question to end it on. You know what? Do you have any advice for people watching? If for them, if they're starting a fresh YouTube channel, any bit of advice to help them sort of get over that first little hump of being a YouTube creator and getting out and filming in front of people, because it's so weird to film in front of other people for YouTube. And
it's still weird.
Yeah, right.
Suck it up. It's weird. Pretend like you're talking to someone on the phone. That's what I would say for that. Also, if you're going to get into YouTube and you actually want to make it your job, it's going to be more work than you've ever done. But hopefully you enjoy the work and it doesn't feel like a job. But there isn't a minute in the day where I'm not thinking about the channel or something or working, and it's nonstop. When I do look back, before I was a creator, what I miss the most is being able to clock out of Target and go home and just play video games and just turn it off and not think about my job. Like, that doesn't turn off. You're always thinking about it. If you're going to start a channel, get a sick logo if you want to be successful, because if you have a cool logo, people actually will buy it. If you try and make merch about yourself, you're probably not going to sell anything unless you're that cool. And then
like me.
No, those are drones, and that's cool. Those are cool logos. They don't say like it's not your name.
No, it's
Sean, no one's wearing a Sean Oz T-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know my name. I got it. Hey, we both have names that sort of roll off the tongue, right? Both of our names work well for a named channel like that.
Yeah. So have a cool logo, but also like don't do it for the money. Like, the money will come, but do it because you love it. Like, I have a YouTube channel because I love snowboarding. All I want to do is snowboard. I use YouTube for me to snowboard more, but I don't love YouTube. I didn't want to be a YouTuber. I wanted to be a snowboarder, and YouTube has opened so many doors into snowboarding. Like, I'm truly considered a professional snowboarder, and that's all I wanted as a kid, was to be a pro snowboarder. Well, I'm not technically skilled enough to be a pro snowboarder. I'm not throwing triple corks. I'm not riding in the X Games. I'm not riding the steepest, gnarliest mountains of all time, but I snowboard at a high level. I can teach people about snowboarding, and I get to do it every single day for a living, and it's all I've ever wanted.
Jack is asking you, why are you throwing heat Benton's way? I'm not quite sure if he knows something I don't know, but
why am I throwing it Benton's way? Because I with Benton every single day. Have you ever been with someone every single day? You start resenting them.
Yeah, right. There you go. Hey, let's give away. Wait, I already did the blue one.
I'm picking the number.
Oh, you want to pick the number? Okay, write it down somewhere. Let's do which one do you guys want to do? The other skull one or the other skull one? The flower skull or the drone skull?
Flower.
Or you know what? Let's do the Yeti, since it's, you snowboard. We'll do the snowboarding Yeti, You can sort of see it.
Actually, a self-portrait of Sean when he snowboards.
Yeah, it's all original art. It's a horrible. I can't get the camera to focus, but Snowboarding Yeti. Jonathan, did you choose a channel? And whoever wins the Snowboarding Yeti is going to get a little Snowboarding Yeti, little baby Yeti to go with it.
Double stick.
So, did you choose a number between 1 and what, Jonathan? You got to give them between. We got 32
50.
people in the chat. 1 and 50. That might take a little while. All right.
1 and 50.
What is it? What are we looking for? Let me look. Okay.
Evan Block is in the chat. What up, Evan? Robert's there too. How we doing?
Let me go back up. I think I might have missed. Did you see it?
L Stacker, what up? I haven't seen it yet. Matt was super close, and so was Robert.
Joe was pretty close too. Yeah, 1 and 50 is going to take a little bit.
Well, what did I mess up?
Oh,
Ooh, Joe was really close. You want to guess the number?
Joe Power is very close, Joe.
No.
It's not.
Little cold. Oh, somebody got it. Somebody got it. Wait, stop.
Matt Cundiff.
Yep, right there.
43?
Yep, that was it. Right there, boom, on the screen. So, Matt, if you won Yetis before, I can't remember if you did or didn't. Let me know, and if you want another sticker, I'll send a different one besides the Yetis. But yeah, Matt, you won. That leaves us a couple more stickers to do, but we'll do those in a little bit after Jonathan leaves. So,
yeah, 43 is your age, right?
Me? I wish it's 47.
Wow, dang!
I'll freaking take it, dude. I'll take 43. Thank you, Jonathan. I act like I'm freaking in my 20s. Like a retard.
You act like you're 90. I'm like, yo, Sean, you should just jump. I'm too old.
That is not what I say. That is not. I just told you I hit all kinds of jumps yesterday.
All right, let me play my heli footage real quick that I captured on the Max.
Okay, and just so Matt won these already on another one, so we're gonna swap this over and give Matt the gray skull. So if you wanted those Snowboarding Yetis, they're still in the roll. There, you can still win those. Matt, just email me at the email I shared earlier. Okay, Jonathan, go ahead and share your screen there.
Pulled it up.
I want to see this.
Only 2 minutes. I did start with a talking segment so you guys could hear the audio of the X2.
All right, so we're walking over to drop number 2. You guys are wondering where my helmet is. I left it at home. All my gear.
What?
All new gear for this.
That was a bummer.
Once we were out here, it was a mess. So no helmet, but we're riding PAL. It's gonna be okay. But all the kids out there rock a helmet when you rip, and this next drop's looking good.
Oh man, look at that.
This was one of the worst of the day.
Is it a little crunchy on top there?
Yeah, wind blown. Those mountains are brutal to the snow. It gets better as you get lower.
Yeah, it looks like you're sort of breaking through a thin little crunch layer.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that too much when you're ripping it.
How beautiful. Like, look at this. So that's the X2 you're holding then.
Yeah.
Was that in regular or HDR mode? Do you remember?
Where you spin around in the chair and stuff.
No, I mean like the settings of the camera itself.
I don't know. I have to push the button.
Probably regular then.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool that the X2 has an HDR mode built in for video. That's impressive to me.
This is regular Heli Snowboarding, by the way.
God, this is so cool. Evan Block says he goes to Silverton on the 23rd of March. Dude, you're going to love it. That is so cool. So does that not freak you out a little? Is that just like a little patch he's landing on right there, huh?
Yeah, and it can sink down too. Like the helicopter can land and then the snow could give away. They could
and top your heads off?
I mean, if you're tall, I'm short. I don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Do they warn you about that? Do they say watch out for it sinking and get ready to duck?
They give you tons of warnings. They're like, don't touch the helicopter. They'll fry you.
That's so crazy, dude. I can't wait to see those videos. If you guys are not already subscribed to Jonathan's channel, hopefully somebody in the chat can throw a link to his channel. I saw a few people from Jonathan's channel, so maybe share that in the chat so people who don't know his channel can go watch what you can create with these cameras. That's sort of what I've decided my channel is about, is not just snowboarding, but like, because I'm not at that level that it's fun to watch me snowboard all the time, right? Like, it wouldn't be that much fun. Maybe a few things here and there on a powder day, but what are you going to watch me on the baby jumps? Woo! Right? So what I can do is share with you guys these cameras and how to use them so that you can go home and create much cooler stuff like Jonathan does.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming on, dude. I know you got a lot to do, so why don't you go ahead and take off. Hopefully the interview was good for you and some people learned some new things about you. And definitely, if you're not already subscribed to Jonathan, go check out his channel so you do not miss this Heli Snowboarding adventure where he's going to be showcasing things with the X2, the GoPro Max, and what did you use any other cameras?
No, just those two. And I don't know when that video is going to post. I've got so much editing to do with it. I'm thinking I'm going to take another day and edit like a simpler video. Give myself a little bit more time. Because, yeah, I'm having technical difficulty. The edit's going to be fire. When you spend $1,300 on a video, you want it to be good. So
did you bring your Mini 1 with you and get any shots?
I brought it. Yeah, I definitely brought it. It sat in the car.
Oh, no, you didn't fly it at all?
No.
That's such a beautiful area. Oh, I can't believe you didn't get any drone footage.
I just forget.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, go get some work done, man. I appreciate you being on the show. And everyone else, hang out. I still got more stickers to give away, and we'll talk more about these camera specifics. Thanks, Jonathan. Have a great night, and I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, buddy, anytime. Talk to you soon.
All right, take care. All right, guys. So here we are, just me and you, and we'll talk a little bit more about drones and action cameras in detail. If you have questions, make sure you ask me questions because I need to have questions to be able to answer those questions. All right, but I am going to talk about some stuff. I have this bottle here. This is a bottle of silicone conformal coating. If you're not familiar with what that is this is going to go all over my 360 invisible drone that I just got. The X-Night 360, Insta 360 was kind enough to send that to me to use with the 1R, and that drone goes completely invisible. And we also have the lens guards for that, for the 360 cameras, which someone asked me about making a video using those lens guards with the X2. So I'll be making a video to see if they kill the footage or not. But what this does is help. It doesn't, I don't think it completely waterproofs the drone and the electronics, but it will help considerably up here in the snow, because I guarantee you I'm going to end up in the snow. All right, so that is that. Let's move that. You guys did see, everyone in the chat, John, did you see this? Did you see? Let me show you, John. I showed it earlier, but let me show you again, because I know, John, you're going to love this. And here we go. It is the invisible drone because it is thinner than the camera. So when you fly, you're actually flying it from this little guy here, which moves around quite a bit, this little camera here with goggles, right? And the 1R comes apart and somehow sits in here. I haven't tried to figure it out yet. And your battery is in the back, and that battery will power your 1R, so you don't have the battery on the 1R. And that is probably, to me, the coolest damn thing about the 1R is that it can go in a drone like this. And then when you do the footage, you're not actually showing the footage from this. You can record the footage from this camera too. However, what we want to do is record the footage from the 1R and then reframe that after the fact and choose what I want to look at. And as I do it, it will not show this drone, because this drone is the exact same size as the 1R case. So these lenses won't see the drone. So in theory, that's how this is. And John, I can only compare how this flies to the few FPV drones that I've flown, which would be the Tiny Hawk S, the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, an E-Sheen, one with prop guards on it. I forget the name of it. And I think you've actually flown that one too, John. And also a couple that Kelly from Ready Set Drone has let me fly. But I'll definitely make a video. Ed Ricker, John, is coming out to visit me and he can fly much better than me, so he'll also fly it. All right. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody going over and subbing to Johnathan, and those who came from Jonathan's channel. Definitely appreciate you guys hanging out. So, you know, when you guys are ready, let's see, we have we've given away the blue drone sticker, we've given away the gray drone sticker, and these are the other stickers. I have the red skull rose sticker. I have the new sticker in the sticker store, and all these stickers are in the sticker store. They're in the description. So if you want to buy some of these, they're all under $10. I think they're between $4 and $7 for all these. So this one's a smaller version with different coloring than this guy. See, totally different. So I'm still going to give this one the skull rose sticker. Where did I put it? Original. Yeah, this one is dope as hell. I love this sticker, and I hopefully people start buying it because I want to get more of this one made. And then, of course, the Snowboarding Yeti big and small. These are what's left. So if you don't want one of these, don't play the game and wait for the next sticker. All right, so let's see. What do we got? We got Jack. This stuff is magic. Yes, that drone is definitely magical. Why did Joe? Do you guys want to talk about the Mini 2? I'm making a video that's going to tell you all the details. I haven't even taken this one apart yet and turned it on to see if it works. It was not due to snow. It was not due to ice that my Mini 2 dropped. A lot of people have been emailing me that after the updates, their Mini 2 dropped out of the sky too. On Android, my Fly app was the 1.2.4. I think at the time it might have been the 1.2.2. And then it had an update like a little while longer. That was the 1.2.4, which is what the Fly app is now. I am at whatever the newest software is on the Mini itself. I was at that. But I am not the only one that seems to be having them drop out of the sky. And luckily, I was able to get some of it on film, which I'm making a video showcasing that, which will hopefully be up by next week. Now that I have it back, I feel I can comfortably talk about the entire situation. I have two video series that I'm going to talk about. The one is what happened, and the other is can you fly the Mini 2 in snow? And that's actually a pretty fun video. All I know is that I sent the login to them, and they said it had nothing to do with the temps. It had nothing to do with snow. It had something to do with an ESC failure, as well as something to do with my IMU, which makes sense because from the day that I got this, almost probably 90 to 95% of the time that I turned it on, I would have to recalibrate my IMU to be able to even fly it. And now that doesn't seem like a big deal when you think of it on its own. However, up here I have all the Mavic drones that have pretty much ever been made, and none of them ever need their IMUs recalibrated like that all the time. Addie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys enjoy my videos. A lot of the times you guys will see a gap in my content. I don't upload because I try to edit and make really fun, cool videos. And I know I should probably not stress that all the time and just get some simple videos out here and there. Like I have a video where I'm just opening all this stuff. I might post that. It's just me opening this. I'm sort of stoked. I was a little pissed at customer support with the GoPro Max. If you guys know, the lenses on this got all scratched up, and I sent it in back in December, and they told me they would expedite it, and I just got it back today. I mean, the first one they sent me was refurbished and had an orange line. Actually, I might be able to share that with you. Yeah, right here. The first one they sent me back was, well, they said it wasn't refurbished, but come on, if it's going to do this, like really, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, this has got to be refurbished. Look at right there. You see that orange line? Can you see it? See it moving around the screen? That's not normal to me. Yep. So, because I can't really use a 360 camera that constantly leaves an orange line as part of the stitch line, I sent it back to them and said, why'd you guys send me a refurbished camera? And they said, we don't send you refurbished cameras. And I'm like, well, why did I have to do all these updates and all this stuff was wrong on it? And it's 360's messed up. And they were like, okay, we're so sorry. We'll send you a new one and we'll expedite it. Well, expediting it, it took, well, till today. till today, right? I sent that damn thing right back until today. I just got it back. And here's something very interesting, right? I get it back today. I turn it on. And you know what the language was on here? It was not English. It was French. Everything was in French mode, from voice commands to what was on the screen. So to me, that tells me what? That they sent me another refurbished one, or they sent me one all the way from Spain or something, or from France, right? Not Spain. Spain's Italian. So from France. So I don't know if this one's refurbished or not. I have not had a chance to use it yet. So I'm going to try it this week, and hopefully it works at least. But yeah, John, I always get screwed, man. Like, I always have things fail, like this failing. DJI was pretty good about their customer support this time. If you guys recall, and John, you definitely remember with the torn up bag and clicky messed up controller and all the messed up stuff they sent me way back with the original Mavic. Then my Mavic Air 1 battery was all messed up, and I was on a horrible time with support. That actually worked out for the benefit for a lot of people because, yeah, I messed up. Okay, I got it. I messed up Sunrise Water, Spain. Yeah. Yeah, rub it in, mess it in. So, calling me out. So with my luck, I get to always test the things that fail, it looks like. So we'll hopefully this won't fail now that it's been replaced. Because I really like the Mini 2. I really think, yeah, it is. I know it is, Addie. I also said French was something else. So call me out, guys. Call me out in the chat. Guys. All right. What else we got to talk about? Oh, check this shit out. That is the lens mod for the GoPro 9, right? That gives you a wider field of view, supposedly. And I've been wanting to test it against the GoPro Max, which has a super wide field of view in hero mode. I'm not talking 360 mode. I'm talking just hero mode, a video of this and this used both as an action camera to see which one's more stable, because the Max you can flip upside down and the horizon stays locked. This one, you can't until you get this lens. And so now it does a wider field of view and you can flip it upside down, the horizon stays locked. I'm working on an edit of just this by itself. And now that I have this back, after I test it, make sure it works, then I will do a side-by-side of this. And also, I will do a side-by-side of the Max and the Insta 360 X2. Now, I'm pretty positive that's going to be a really close video. I don't think one of them is going to just tower over the other. I'm very happy with the design of the X2. You guys know that the X1 was my jump into the 360 realm or world. And now with the Max, I switched over that, and I just loved the color profile so much more than the one. The way that it had hero mode built in, that was it. Because this, you have to switch parts to get it to do what this can do. So on the mountain, in the cold, in the snow, this one was out the window, boom. This one for the drone, amazing. This one for action and doing stuff day to day, being able to switch from hero mode back and forth, awesome. This one has a mode similar to that, Addie, so it's comparable, but this one is going to need an adapter to be able to angle it to use that mode. So you can't really film this one without that adapter in that mode. That's the only downside about this. And the editing software is a little different for both. There's part of the editing software I like more on the Insta360 X2. And then there's one part on the editing software on the Max that I like a little more. So they're so damn equal, man. It's gonna come down to me doing a video and looking at that footage side by side to really see if one is a little bit better than the other. And then I think it's gonna come down to personal preference on what you like better with the editing software. And I'm going to try to it's going to probably be a long video because I've got a lot of time with these cameras now, and I want to share as much as I can that helps people save their money and not buy the wrong camera. So hopefully that will help when that comes out. Just be patient because it's going to take me a few weeks to get it made. All right, let's see. Let's do a sticker giveaway. Which sticker do you guys want me to give away? The Yeti, the Skull Drone, or the Skull Roses? Choose which sticker and we'll do a sticker giveaway. I'm just going to whistle here while I wait. God, you know, I have about like 20 videos filmed that need to be edited right now. And I don't have the time to edit. Okay, we got 2 roses. Wait, that's Robert saying, well, you know what? There's okay, let's do the rose was said first. So let's do the rose. We got 23 people, so we're going to do 1 to 20. Choose a number 1 to 20. I'm going to write one down here. And then I will look up at the screen and see if anybody's chosen it. All right. Nobody's chosen anything. Okay, here we go. Here's some numbers coming. We got some numbers. Nobody yet. Joe put a rose thing. All right. It is crazy. I'm always surprised at how long it can take to get the right number. All right. Oh, we're getting close. Nobody's got it yet. That's crazy. No, okay, stop. Kev, Christy, 79. You are the first one. Where's I'm going to put you up on the screen. 18. So 23 was the old one. 18's that one. So there we go. 18, you win the rose skull. So let me write down your username there. Make sure when you email me, you include your username in that email with your mailing address so I know who you are. Rose skull sticker. I will get that in an envelope and get it mailed out to you later this week. So congratulations on your sticker. And remember, guys, I'm trying to, it's hard for me to remember to do this, but I'm trying to plug you guys. If you put your stickers on something and you take a picture and you tag me on Twitter or Instagram, I'm trying to include those in videos when time allows me to do it. Keith, GoPro's customer service is absolute shit now. The GoPro 4, their customer service was amazing. You would call, you'd get connected to somebody. They were in America, no crazy accents. They weren't reading the screen. They actually knew the product. Now, not the case. You go to GoPro's site and you go to their customer service. You can either do a chat window or you can try and get to call them, right? And I would recommend highly, no matter what, go through the phone call. Don't do the chat window because I went back and forth with them over and over. I mean, this took me since like early December to get it back now, and this is the second one, and I still think it's not what they promised. They promised this time it would be a brand new GoPro since they sent me a screwed up one because I use this for work stuff, man. Like I noticed when I lost this camera as well as this drone, I wasn't able to make videos on it, and my channel just dropping like whenever I can't do that. So they were supposed to expedite it. They promised it, and then weeks and weeks went by and it never showed up. So I had to get back to their customer support, and they said, "Oh, we're so sorry, sir. We'll expedite that." Or no, first they said, "We don't expedite anything ever." Right. And I was like, bullshit. I have emails saying that you were going to expedite it. Like emails. You said it. You guys said it. If your customer support says it, you have to do it. You cannot say that as a company and writing and then go back and say, "No, we don't do that." So that was bullshit. And so they said, "Okay, well, we'll raise this to the next level and expedite it and get that new one out to you. And for your trouble, we'll send you an extra battery." So this shows up today, like I said, and the language was French. It was known. So I was pissed. So I got on the customer support with them today, and they said that it was new, even though it was with French in there. The writing was set to French. That is not how they come. If anyone's bought a GoPro and you buy it in America, it comes in English. The writing is all preset as English, right? That's just how it is. So that made me think, okay, well, did you send me another refurbished one? And I mean, there's no scratches on it. It doesn't look used. It's just the fact that it had, the language was set to French. So it quite made me question it. I was pissed when I contacted. I'm not sure if I'm going to include any of that phone call in the video I'm showing with all this stuff because Well, I was pissed, but we'll see. We'll see. Bones, we already did the roast. You missed it, Bones. We already did that. We're going to do another sticker in a minute. So I'm really disappointed in this because they didn't even send the battery that they promised. Right? They didn't send the battery. They didn't send. This was supposedly shipped from California. If I look at the shipping and the tracking on the tracking number, it came from California, right? So how is that, right? How did it come from California to me and come with preset as French as the default language, right? I don't know. The guy on the phone didn't know. So who knows? I've never had to deal with customer service with Insta360, so I don't know how that goes. Being on the forums, sometimes I see that can be a pain because it is a foreign company. But if it works, this thing is such a solid camera. You know what? Let me show you this. This is impressive. Their new battery system. At first, I was like, I don't know, but this thing lasts almost all day, right? And I'm out here in cold conditions, so I'm impressed with their battery. I do wish I had a second battery and a dual charger because I think 2 batteries with this would be all you ever need. With the Max, I think I have 3 batteries, maybe 4. I can't remember. In the 9, I have 2, and I will burn through those 2 batteries in a solid day of out filming on the mountain. But this one lasts about as long as 2 batteries in the GoPro 9. So that's pretty impressive. Sunrise Water Media, thank you so much for the super chat. $10 super chat. That is awesome. You guys don't know how much it means to even see like $1 super chat. It's just like this cool little appreciation thing. Like it feels nice to see that you guys do that. I mean, obviously don't ever feel like you have to, because you don't. I don't ask for super chats. I don't ask for free money. I don't ask for anyone to give me any money on YouTube. I do make things like this. So if you want to support the channel and put a sticker on something, that's dope. But this is me working for the money. This is not just donations, although the donations are definitely appreciated. So I'm not going to complain if you do. Let's see. What else do I have to share? I think I have this. Oh, this. Yeah. Let me share this. So as you guys can see, this Mini is clean, right? There's nothing on it. But this is a clip of my Mini 2 right before I packed it up to send to GoPro. Or not to GoPro. I'm talking about something. Yeah, send my Mini 2 to GoPro. That's not going to work very well, isn't it? But yeah, I put my little signature on it to see if it came back with my little signature on it. And it definitely did not. So I don't know if this is actually a new Mini 2 or a refurbished. I have not even flown it yet. I need to be able to film that to take it apart. It does have stickers all over it, and the drone is the gimbal is really stickered really good. It doesn't. No, it does. It still has the stickers on the side, which I'm going to take off this time. So it's sealed up just like the way a new one comes. It is such a new drone. It is possible that this was a new drone, and it sort of looks like it. So I don't know, but we'll try it out soon, and I'll definitely update everybody with that. I saw Joe was talking about the sessions. Here's the thing about the sessions. GoPro is crazy to not start making the sessions again. Because like so many people are getting into FPV, and I think that camera would sell like hotcakes again if they started making it. Like if Insta360 makes a copy of the GoPro session, like the FPV drone world will start buying that and just completely leave GoPro in the dust, which would really suck. Jack, good point here. I did talk to them about this camera on the phone. I finally got through to someone on the phone. I gave him the serial number, and he said manufacturing date for this was in December. So according to that, this would be a new camera because there's no way they would have sold it in December to somebody and it got back. Well, I mean, I guess there's a way, but it's a very small chance. So it's hard to believe them, though, because they promised of expediting the thing as well as expediting it again and so forth, so forth. And I don't know. I don't know what to believe on that. I'm glad John did this. Big help on cameras. I've been in the market looking. Robert, that is awesome because what I try to do is cameras that are easy because these are all small, right? Like what you're looking at now is a big Canon T7i. And I want to go to the mountain with my DSLR and try to film a video with that versus the videos I can get with these little guys, right? And see if having something that much bigger and bulkier and harder to actually work with makes that big of a difference compared to what we can do with these pieces of tech for under 500, under 400, and even under 300 if you get one used. Hell, there's some you can get for under 200 if you like something like the Osmo Action. But that is what I'm doing more and more on this channel, is not only going out on the mountain and using these and showing what they get footage-wise, but this year I'm trying to actually get in and show a little bit more behind the scenes on how I edit and how you can use these. A lot of people really focus on manual settings on this stuff. And I'd be honest with you, you don't need manual settings for most of the stuff we do. These cameras in auto are getting so good that I feel a lot of these channels that push the manual stuff are doing it just to seem higher up and to get people to watch their stuff, right? Like almost feel like I should make a new channel that's just called Full Auto, right? And just show everybody what can be done in full auto modes and occasionally tweaking things. Because for what we do here on YouTube, I mean, none of us are putting our show on HBO Max, right? We're doing this for ourselves, for our friends, for our family, and for you guys. I mean, you're going to get your own communities one day if you guys keep doing this. So that is the point of these. I mean, you put these things in your pocket, right? I can't put my big DSLR camera in my pocket with 4 extra batteries. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the content you see on the channel, Robert, if you are new here. And, look through, I have a ton of past content. And if you look under groups or whatever it's called, I have grouped my content into different sections to make it easier. If you just want to see snowboard content, if you just want to see GoPro content, if you just want to see drone content, you can go choose a playlist of just that and then sort of go through it. Let's see. Peter H says he got a new GoPro Fusion 360. Is the GoPro Fusion 360 any good? It's better in some ways than the Max. However, the editing software, the Max, makes the difference and makes the Max better. Plus, I like the auto profile on the Max. The color profile on the Max on a brand new one is so good. It is better than the 9. It's better than the 8. It's better than the 7. I don't know why they didn't just put the color profile and settings from the Max into the 9, because the Max just kills it, man. It just absolutely kills it. Addie, I appreciate you coming. 18 to 24 inches. What? Oh, that's awesome. I'm jealous. We are supposed to get anywhere from 7 to 14 inches of snow this Wednesday night. I've already knocked my Thursday morning off, so I'm going to be going to Beaver Creek. I will probably bring the GoPro Max and test it out there to see how it does. And we'll make a video about that. So before we start losing too many people, we've got now the Snowboarding Yeti and the Mini Drone Atom stickers. Let's give one of those away. You guys choose which one's next, and we'll do that. And I will write down a new number. This time we're going to do, I'll tell you the numbers in a minute. Go ahead and choose which sticker. First one that puts a sticker in there is the one we'll do. I'm going to write this number down while you guys are choosing. Okay. Snow. Okay, we're doing the Snowboarding Yeti set. One large, one small, right? So Yeti it is. Between 1 and 15. 1 and 15. Choose a number. All right, let's see. Jake's, no, I wanted the Yeti. Oh, the drone. That's great. Oh, it's already. Somebody chose it already. Robert Smith. Robert Smith from The Cure. That is, that is my favorite band ever. Ever. Guessed it right there with a 12. So Robert, hit me up in the email. Let me put it in there in case you did not get it earlier. I'm pretty sure Robert got that first. So if I am wrong, correct me. But if I am right, there you go. Email me your address there. Make sure you include your username in case it's different than your email. Let me write down. Where did my pin go? I just had a pin. There it is. That is the Yeti set. Going to Robert Smith. That's so funny. I absolutely love The Cure. I mean, it is my all-time favorite. I used to have Robert Smith hair. Now I have no hair. Long story. I'll share that. I actually want to do a bunch of videos this year, story-based videos. People might not even like the content, but for example, I have a tattoo on my leg of the Little Mermaid with no bra on, just titties everywhere, right? And people have asked me, why do I have that? So I thought, how cool would it be to make like a little story that explains that, like a little story about that part of my life and why I got that tattoo. Then maybe a little story about something else and a little story about something else. And I'm going to be making it as if maybe one day that's going to be passed down. If I ever have any grandkids that never get to meet me, right? They can watch these stories. And I don't want to make more than maybe one a month when that comes, right? But I thought that would be a really cool use for the YouTube, right? And it also gives you guys a window into my life a little more. Make drone wraps. I don't know if I'm going to make drone wraps. I am working on eyes, and I'm doing another set with teeth. The problem is like drone wraps, there's a lot of different drones, right? And I feel like if I was going to do drone wraps, it'd be easier to go with a company that's already doing them and just making art for them. But at the same time, I'm so busy drawing for clients at the shop, and now I'm drawing snowboard designs, which that I can share with you. Let me share this real quick. I am so stoked. This is, you might have seen, some of you have probably seen this sneak peek already, but I am so stoked on this, man, because I actually ride a Gilson Dual daily, and that is what this design is going to go on. And this is just a small part of it. And it's sort of like, it's much further along than what you see in this picture. But God, I wish I was an easy way for me to show you the bottom and the top so far. But I'm getting so close to done with this board. And it's going to be like no graphic I've ever seen on a snowboard before. It should be so sick. And I'm so excited about that. And you know what would be really cool? I'm just going to, while we talk, instead of you guys having to look at me by myself, we're going to play this in the background. And there we go. We'll just rewind that. And we'll just sort of play this to the side here. I'll do it like this. You guys can watch. This is A Basin. You guys can watch this as we talk before I give away this last sticker. And then we call it a night. So, Joe, you said you're going to buy the eye stickers. I just want to have like 3 or 4 sets of eyes together to get printed all at once, Joe, before I sell any. I think that would be better than just doing one set and sending off one sticker at a time, because it costs me more the less I get made. And if I have 4 sets, then I can get a few made at once, which would cost me a little bit less, because I'm getting everything made. Jake says this last sticker is his. And Jake, if you don't win, like I said, all these stickers range between like $4 and $7, I think. They're in that Etsy store that's in the description of this very video, as well as all my latest videos. You want the old days when Johnathan flew his drone. I'm actually doing a video of my GoPro 9 Jack, and I actually mixed in drone footage in between the office to drone footage over Keystone Mountain, which then goes to me being on the mountain, testing the camera with this lens, which then will go back to me being here to look over the footage to give my final results if this lens is worth 99 bucks or if you should save your money. So I am trying to mix drone footage into as many videos as I can, even if the video is not about a drone. That looks like it was taken with the zoom, because you notice in this video, it's not only zooming in and out slowly, it's panning up and down at the same time. Now that is something you cannot do with the Air 2 or the Mini 2. You can zoom by holding the function button. You can zoom by doing something on the screen, but you cannot function and do the gimbal smoothly and the zoom at the same time unless you have the smart controller or the Mavic Zoom drone. And if you have the smart controller, you might as well buy the Mavic Zoom drone because it's a pretty damn expensive controller. And thank you, Sunrise, for sharing the link to my sticker store in the chat. If you guys are looking for it, just click that link. And there's other stuff besides just stickers in there, right? It's pretty cool. Yeah, so that is A-Basin. What you're looking at now, that was Keystone off in the distance. And that is A-Basin down there. If I recall, that was an opening day a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. That's the east wall. People actually climb up that and ride down it, if you can believe that. Jack, I'm not actually flying over A-Basin. I'm actually far away and they're just zooming in. So it's not actually anywhere over A-Basin. So it's completely legit. You can fly in National Forest, which is that area I'm at. So that's not against any rules too. That's one of the cool things about the zoom is you can actually get in and it seems like you're in a different spot than you actually are, right? So definitely not flying over A-Basin or over people. You can fly over a ski resort if you're not on ski resort grounds, but you can't do it if you're over crowds of people, okay? So you can't fly over large crowds of people. That's against the no-nos, right? That's a no-no. But you can fly over the ski resort if you're not on ski resort grounds. The ski resort rents those, and realistically, they don't have to say no because it is a national forest, not a national park. So if they wanted to work with you to let you fly, because they do, they'll fly drones themselves. So if you can get to know the right person at a ski resort and get something safe where you're not flying in the middle of a lot of people or over people, you can work something out with a ski resort to fly the drone, but they're going to tell you no 9 out of 10 times, right? So Jack, I don't know how that would work at a ski resort flying over, because you get like some serious crowds of people, So it's probably not the safest thing to do to fly at a ski resort on a run. Like I would love to take my Skydio 2 like at Keystone and just blast down a run. There are so many runs like during the week that nobody will be on. Like I was on a run today with just me and my buddy and we just sat down in the middle of it. Over 30 minutes, we just kicked it, shooting the shit. Not a single person rode by. I could have easily had a Skydio 2 in a backpack, the beacon, and gotten footage right there, completely safe as could be. But, like when you see a bunch of people like that, you can't really have your Skydio 2 while you're zipping down, going in and out of people because, well, look at the crowds. I mean, that's not exactly over people. I'm sort of to the side of them there, right? All right, guys, let's distract you quickly. Distractions. Sticker, last sticker. Let's do 1 through 15 again. Let me write down a number. You guys can start guessing. And this is the last sticker of the night. And then we'll wrap it up and see if we have any more questions. You guys can go ahead and ask me. Okay, we got numbers coming in. No, going once, going twice, going whatever. Nope, nobody yet. No. Oh, the number's coming. And still nobody. We're getting close. Couple close ones. Boom, right there. Stop. Let me find it. Where'd it go? Boom, right there. Let me big full screen here. And number 3 was it. Right there, Jake's Drone Life. Make sure you throw me that email, and I will get this last sticker out to you on later this week. Now, keep in mind, guys, as this show grows, I'm going to have other things to give away, from T-shirts to Lego drones, little drones made of Legos that you can actually fly, as well as I've got a pile of stuff back here, right? I want to grow the channel a little bit before I give away more expensive stuff. Like I have an old iPad Mini 2 that I thought I'd wipe out, and actually, now I'm going to keep your email hidden there, Jake Strone Life. You need to email me, right? So here is my email if you missed it earlier. So email that if you want the sticker with your mailing address, okay? Like I said, possibly a Mini 2 that I might give away, iPad, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But as the channel grows, so all the prizes will get bigger and bigger as this show grows every first and third Monday of the month. So today is the first Monday of the month. Next Monday, we will not have a show. The Monday after that, I will have a show. Now, I will have a special show that pops up when Ed Ricker is in town. We're going to do a show here, and I might have a surprise show. I might be on somebody's show that's going to be a surprise. I can't tell you. There's something that might be happening mid-February that I'm pretty stoked on. But Ed Ricker is going to be coming up here to visit. We're going to be doing some FPV flying. We're going to be trying out these invisible drones with the 1R and making videos about all that kind of stuff. And he's going to go snowboarding. So I'm going to teach him how to do that. And just keep watching for these shows. And the more crowded they get, and the more I keep getting other YouTubers to do interviews with me. That's the whole goal, is to try to get somebody on to interview, because I really want that to become a thing for my live shows. We'll have a little talking before them, then we'll do the interview, and then we'll have a little talking after, so that we can all build the community, because it's really about the community and me helping you, if I can, to build your channels, with cameras, with analytics advice, whatever I can do to help you guys by sharing what I've learned. And, I'm no expert in any of this stuff. It's just, I sort of obsess about some of this stuff. So I might as well share it with people who want to hear it. And you guys seem to want to hear it. So I'm going to share it. I appreciate everybody coming out. Make sure you hit me up in those emails. So if I don't get an email from you by, say, tomorrow, then you're probably just not going to get your sticker. So make sure you get those emails to me tonight, because I get this all set up in the morning, and I'll get those stickers out to you in the next day or two. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Jack. Yeah, I'll be more careful in the future. I didn't realize I did that. Maybe I went by my mailbox or something and did that. As the channel grows, you're probably right. That's something I should probably be a little bit more careful about. And I definitely appreciate you making me aware of that. So I appreciate everybody that stayed to the end. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the interview with Johnathan. I think it's always really cool seeing how different people who get into YouTube get to the point where they're like, oh crap, I can make a living with this. What are we going to do? And that's what I want to continue to do with having guests on. And I appreciate that, Jack. Thank you. And thank you, Fly Zone Drone. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I'm glad everybody, John Coopy, always good to see you on here. John, if you want to be a guest sometime, let me know, because you've been building your channel up for a while now. So I think, I want to have people of all different calibers, all different sizes to interview. I've got people like, Ready Set Drone, Ed Ricker, people with over 100 subscribers. I got people with under 10,000 subscribers. I don't care if you're 800 subscribers, whatever. I want to mix it up and have people with all different levels, so that we can all learn off of people with different levels. And that is what these live shows are really going to be about. Plus, I'm going to give away stickers and other products for fun. And a lot of those products are going to be used, but so what? It's an iPad Mini 2. Do you really care if it's been used? You tell me. And with that, I think we're going to get out of here. We can end this with, where can we do it? Well, we'll end this with a little counter and maybe a cute doggy. I got to figure out a better way to end these shows. This is, I'm at the dog's queue, but is it still on? I think he's still on. Huh.